Well, analysts estimate Harvey may cost homeowners as much as $40 billion with a B to repair the damage. A new state insurance law takes effect tomorrow in Texas. It may be another concern for the victims of the storm. The measure could make it harder to sue insurance companies for delayed payment of claims. Texas Congressman Joaquin Castro encouraged homeowners to file claims before it becomes law. FEMA tells CBS News it's already received more than 37,000 claims for the federal government's National Flood Insurance Program. That number is expected to rise. But a consumer organization estimates about 80% of the people impacted by the devastating storm do not have flood insurance. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here. And Jill, good morning. We talked about this the other day. It's, making it tougher for flood victims to file. How is this going to help?
So this new rule is really interesting. It was passed earlier in the year, well before we were in disaster season. Basically, it was designed to curb lawsuits against insurance companies in the aftermath of a natural disaster.
Like this one.
Like this one.
Yeah.
It also actually had new rules and modifications to what would happen if an insurance claim went to trial. So a couple of the pieces of this that are important, we see that a reduction in compensation to some lawyers who would represent people who were suing companies if that claim came in substantially less than expected. So lawyers may say, oh, I don't want to take these cases. It's too risky. I might not get paid enough money. The other part is insurance companies paid a fee for dragging their feet if a claim was in the court system. That fee would be reduced under this new law.
Ultimately helping or hurting the consumer here? That's really the
consumer
bottom.
advocates are really against this. The plaintiff bar from Texas is a strong one. So, it's unclear. What we do know is these new rules do not apply to people who have national flood insurance coverage. So those folks are fine. But as you said, that's about 80% of people who don't have that coverage.
So how big a problem do you think it's going to be?
So I think that it's an issue because, first of all, those people who don't have coverage, they may want to sue or have a problem in the claims process under a normal homeowners or auto policy. The bigger issue for those folks is, where will I find assistance?
Yeah.
Will it be from the Red Cross? We're hearing about these huge donations. Will it be from FEMA itself or other direct assistance from the government? The problem that we've seen in previous storms, whether it's Katrina or in Sandy, a lot of people will say, I got some assistance, it wasn't enough, or I ended coming out of this storm with a ton of debt. Okay, it was low interest debt, but it was debt. So many people, and a lot of the financial planners I talk to in that area say, we are concerned for the financial stability of the folks who live in this region.
And the federal flood insurance program's already itself $25 billion in debt. So is there a pot to really sort of pull from?
Well, the program has actually told us that there's about I think $1.6 or $7 billion left with cash on hand. Then they could borrow up to another $5.8 billion or so. I think the limit there is $30 billion. I know that what you're thinking, which is, oh my God, this storm is totally going to push them to that limit. Just remember that the limit has been expanded a number of times in the past. We expect that would be the case, especially with the severity of this storm.
Jill, thank you so much.